Howdy peeps, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're in update mode again, this time on Mary's tank and quite possibly the cherry shrimp tank. And as you can see from this, I had a good clear out. I hadn't been seeing much of the shrimp at all, the Bloody Marys, so I basically went in and removed a heck of a lot of the moss. As you may recall, there was a large amount of moss in there, and it was pretty much filling the tank almost, so it needed sorting. When I did that, I realised why I hadn't been seeing much of the shrimp. Of the 15 I put in, there are now only 5 left. And I have no idea what's happened to the other 10. I'm guessing they're dead. No idea why they would die. All the water parameters are fine. The pH, the ammonia, the nitrite, the nitrate, GH, KH, TDS. It all checks out just fine, but for some reason they're not doing very well at all. As you can possibly see, there's a couple just about in shot visible, but the ones that have survived are generally seem to be the larger ones, or big females. I think all the males are dead, which is why I've not been getting any baby shrimp in there, which is a shame. And then what do? Do I move the remaining shrimp over to the cherry tank, which is doing well and all the shrimp are thriving in there? So that would kind of make sense, but are they dying because they've got some kind of disease or something like that, which I really don't want to pass on to another tank? So I think for now I'm going to leave them in here, see what happens, keep a close eye on the numbers. If they carry on being 5 live happy shrimp in here, then I might switch tanks for them. But if they start, if they continue dying off, then yeah, they will just get left in here. Now, on other news, there are 2 new additions in here, and yes, people are going to shout at me and go, "You can't put that fish in that tank, it's too big for that tank, blah 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 blah." They're not. There are 2 gold nugget plecos in here. Now yes, even I know a 15 litre tank is too small for 2 gold nugget plecos in the long term. But what some of these people seem to forget is that there are these things called nets and bigger tanks that you can move fish to when they start to outgrow the smaller tank. Anyway, yeah, 2 gold nuggets, which have been out and about all day and have decided to hide up now. And I got a really good deal on them. I won't say where, just in case the person or someone who knows the person is watching, but I got them from a local place which doesn't necessarily specialise in fish. They have a fish department, and there were baby plecos in a tank. I thought, well, they're cool. They don't look like common plecs. I had a closer look, they look rather like gold nuggets or something along that line anyway. I mean, I think they're gold nuggets looking at pictures, but so found a member of staff. So, there was no price at all for them. Nothing that said what they were, no price, blah blah. But on the next tank along was a price for common plecos, $5.99. Just said Plecostomus. So I said, can I have a couple of those plecos, please? Those $5.99 ones. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, I'll just catch you 2 of those. So yeah, bit of a bargain now. I paid $5.99 per pleco. So I mean, that's a standard price for a common plec, but for a, let's go with an L number, because I think they're gold nuggets, but they might not be. They might be something else. I just spotted one of them is actually sat on the filter, so we'll see if we can get a bit of a closer view. Try not to scare him or her. As you can see, I mean, they are tiny, they're not much bigger than the shrimp, to be honest. But, you know, that's not the kind of deal I'm going to turn down, because worse things worse, in a few months they grow a bit too big. Well, obviously they're going to outgrow this tank, but I'll say worse things worse, I can sell them on for, you know, a profit. Yeah. One of those things, one of those kind of deals or moments you have to take advantage of. As you can see, the endlers are just doing what the endlers do, look very pretty and swim about and show off their colours, and they're basically after food at the moment because it's just before feeding time. The narrow-eyed snails are fine, despite the one that tried to jump out last time, and all four of them are okay. I have put a piece of cuttlebone into most of my tanks now, certainly the two shrimp tanks and the big 200 litre, just to try and keep the GH and KH up, because all the tanks have snails and shrimps in, so you need the calcium for the shells. And oh, he just fell over. One of the narrows is actually munching on the piece of cuttlebone at the moment, and he just knocked it over. He's alright, he ain't going nowhere. So that'll do for this tank. As you can see, everything is pretty much okay now, and it does look nicer without that much moss in there. So we shall move over and have a quick look at the cherry tank and the patented Sharpie editing technique, and fade to black. Oh dear, excuse the noises as everything goes crunch as I try to move. And I'm going to actually, this tank is at just the wrong height for anything that I've got to balance the camera on, so I will just hold it. And when it refocuses, there we go, that'll do. As you can see, everything good and healthy in here. Shrimp out and about all over the place. The celestial pearl danios and baby guppy just trundling about doing their thing. And let's see if we can see any. Plenty of green algae on the sides. I have cleaned the front off. I'm leaving the green algae on the back and sides. Well, there isn't much on the back at the moment. There's some on the heater and the filter, because of the sheer amount of baby cherry shrimp that are in here. I mean, I've counted, I think 27 was my last count. I'll try and hold this camera a bit more steady. As I say, yeah, 27 at the last count. And just because you can, that's how many I can see, that's probably not how many is in the tank. There's probably considerably more. Oh, there's one down here actually. If I can get the snail trap in shot, you can just about, if it will actually focus, it should do, zoom you right in. Was that too close to the camera to focus? There we go, you can just about see one of them on the snail trap. Obviously safe from being trapped. There are, oh, can we see any more about? Not any obvious ones, and they are pretty tiny still. Earthquake, oh, baby guppy, black hair algae, which is gradually dying because I've put some hydrogen peroxide on it. You can see a couple of the CPDs swimming around, super pretty little fishies. So most of the baby shrimplets tend to hang about in the moss. There's a couple, 3. You don't see them until you start looking really closely, and then they just suddenly start appearing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's probably about half a dozen in that shot. So yeah, all going well in there as well. Just the black beard algae to sort out on the Java fern and the filter outflow, but that'll do. So Hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. I'll zoom you back out. And yeah, if you liked it, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. If you've got any idea why my Bloody Mary shrimp have been dying off, then let me know in the comments below. If you want to be notified when I upload new stuff, because it's not on a schedule, it's when I feel like it, click the notification bell. Sometimes they work, not all the time, but sometimes it does. Anyway, so for now, see you later. Enjoy your fish keeping or your modelling or whatever hobby. Peace out, rock on, and bye bye.